The creators of the show Blackish are back with a reboot of the 60s TV show Bewitched, and we've got the latest news on it. Also, Nickelodeon just launched a new streaming service dedicated to the 1980s and 90s reruns, and we're going to talk about that and a lot more nostalgia news coming up. What up to my peoples, and welcome to Retro Crunch, your nostalgia show where we talk about current news that relates to all things retro. And the first thing that we're going to talk about today in the news is that there's going to be a Bewitched reboot. You might remember the movie that came out in 2005 that starred Nicole Kidman and Will Farrell. But long before that remake, the original show was a TV show that ran from 1964 to 1972 and was about a witch that was married to an ordinary guy, and she couldn't resist using her magic powers to solve her family's problems. It was hugely popular in the 1960s and 70s, and Hollywood is now looking to rekindle that popular flame. The creators of Blackish are eyeing the reboot of the show, and it puts us in modern times with the interracially blended family, and it's a comedy based on the popular 1960s sitcom of the same name. It took a little while for them to close on the deal for this show, but ABC has given the go-ahead for a pilot to be made. So let's see how it goes. And next, this is pretty exciting news for me. There's talks that we may be getting a sequel to Big Trouble in Little China. When news first broke on this story, the rumor was that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was coming in to play the role of the famed Jack Burton. But a member of The Rock's production company stated that you can't remake a classic like that, and this movie is looking to continue the story. This is some really refreshing news because we get to see what happened to Chinatown after Jack ran through it like a hurricane. And I, for one, I'd like to see Kurt Russell do a cameo in this new movie. And if you loved 80s and 90s Nickelodeon, you guys are going to be happy to know that Nickelodeon is launching a streaming service that is dedicated to showing reruns of classic mid to late 80s and 90s and even early 2000s children programming. Mostly shows that aired on Nickelodeon during their original run. We're talking about shows like Cat Dog, Doug, All That, and even Double Dare episodes that can be watched day and night to your heart's content. The show's called Nick Splat, and it can be found on vrv.com, and sign up is actually free, although you can pay if you want commercial-free streaming. And Michael Jackson's Thriller is coming back to theaters. According to a press release, Thriller is going to appear on the big screen for the week of September 21st in IMAX theaters. It's going to be playing before the Jack Black and Cate Blanchett film The House with a Clock in Its Walls. So if you grew up loving this 14-minute video, you're going to get to see it on the big screen, and it's going to be in 3D. And last up, it looks like Top Gun Maverick has actually been delayed for a June 2020 premiere. It was originally scheduled to be July 2019, but it looks like we're going to have to wait a year. And that is your retro news for the week, guys. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We put out retro videos every week, so if you're into retro news and nostalgia stuff, you're in the right place. All right, my peoples, I hope y'all enjoyed the show, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. And remember, guys, if it ain't retro, it ain't worth watching.